Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being with me today. Hey, my name is Brittany Maxwell. I have been with the Archer and Evolution family for almost 3 years now. Um, I am a sub team of Team Sky. My team is called Vision Quest. Emily Jimenez is my adopted mentor. I say adopted, y'all, because she is not my sponsor. She's just my mentor. Okay. My sponsor left not long after I joined the family. And, you find the people that works with you and, you run with them. Okay. So it doesn't have to be your sponsor or your mentor, right? You just find somebody that clicks with you and you take that and go, all right? So, y'all, today we're going to be doing a Disney mock booking. And we have to be very careful when we are advertising Disney because of the copyright that Disney has. So, whenever I do any kind of advertising for Disney, I always create my own flyers and I leave off a lot of information like the hotel name. Um, that's not a lot of information, but I leave off the hotel name. So I'm going to show you guys. I have some flyers that I already did before we come into the session. I will share the link for our flyers, y'all. So if you want to utilize any of the flyers that I have made, feel free to do so. I will share the verbiage that I also create so that you can also use that as well. All right. Y'all, mock bookings do not have to be hard. It does not have to be confusing. Okay. Mock bookings are just a way for us to get some of our information out to the general public so they can see what we have available. I do mock bookings every single week, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week, but it's every single week that I do mock bookings and I share them in our different groups and everything. So I'm going to show you all how I share and get this onto my social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. All right. When it comes to posting on Google, I have a love hate relationship with Google. Sometimes Google will let my stuff go live, and sometimes they don't. Here in the last couple of weeks, they have not been very friendly with me, y'all. So I have not gotten a lot of my stuff out onto my Google page, right? But y'all, if you have any questions throughout this, definitely feel free to unmute yourself. You definitely should be able to do that. Right, I am not going to be on the Zoom screen, so I do recommend that if you have those questions, just to go ahead and hop on the mic so that I don't miss your questions, okay? So if you have any questions so far before we even start, you can go ahead and put those out into the chat and we'll get those answered as soon as we can, okay? But like I said, y'all, I will share all of this information with you. You can take this information, you can reword it, you can make your own, and you can put this information onto your social media platforms. All right. So for today, we're just going to be doing just the basic package for Disney. I'm not adding airfare. All I'm going to be doing is pulling a resort and getting tickets. Okay. And I'm going to do it around spring break, like April, March, April, something like that. Everybody's spring break is different. I'm a homeschool mom, y'all, so I don't have to worry about my schools being taken out or my kids being taken out of school or anything like that because we can kind of just up and go whenever we want. That's the best part about being a homeschool mom is that we can take our school with us, right? So we're just going to be building our package. Right. So, y'all, what I really like to do is because we are getting close to the holidays, I want to build those experience um, packages, like, or not, let me rephrase that, those experience trips rather than gifts. Okay. I am huge on giving something that's going to build memories rather than just end up in the closet in a couple months, right? So we're going to be kind of advertising for the holidays, but it's going to be for like spring break. Okay. Does that make sense? I hope that does. I hope that does. So we're going to just go ahead and go into this, y'all. All right. So I am going to build the package for a family of four. I'm just going to base it off of my own family, 2 adults, 2 kids, guys. Even though one of my kids is a grown child, he's he's going to be 19, but he's still a kid at heart, right? All right, so let's go ahead and go into this, guys. And again, if you have questions, definitely feel free to put those out into the chat. Once I get this information together, I will go on over to Canva and I will show you the flyers that I have created. Everybody creates differently. Everybody posts mock bookings differently, but it's all pretty much the same information we're just getting out to the public. It's just the way that we actually put that onto our platforms. All right. So we're going to do destination and ticket options. All right. We're going to do Walt Disney World. All right. And we're going to do the check in. I'm going to do it for around March or April. So let's do, I think Easter for 2024 is around the 1st of March. So that's where I'm going to kind of base it off of, around Easter. So let's just do about 5 days. We'll do March 4th and we'll go to the 8th, okay? All right, let's do 2 adults and we'll add in those 2 kids. All right? So cuz my son is 18, I'm just going to put 17 and we're going to do 7 cuz that's how old my kids are. But Danny's not 17, he's 18. All right. And we're just going to leave it as all hotels and we're just going to find those prices. Okay. So I'm just going to be building the package with the tickets and the hotel. I'm not going to go through VAX and add airfare or anything like that. Okay. If you are looking for a full package that includes airfare, you can book Disney on VAX. Okay, but we're just going to be using the Disney travel portal for today. All right. And I want it to be a reasonable price. We all know, guys, that Disney can get extremely pricey. So I want to find the lowest rate that I can to get this out to the public so that our friends, our family, our potential clients will be able to see that it is it doesn't matter your budget, you guys, you still are able to go on a Disney vacation. All right. My sister-in-law and my brother and his little family, they just got back from Disney about a month or so ago. And yes, I did plan their trip, you guys. So even that family and friends, definitely, reach out to them if they're planning. Just let them know, even if they don't book with you, get that information, and see what you can offer for them. 9 times out of 10, your family and your friends, they will book with you for that sole purpose of you being their family and friends, right? So we're just going to do the Disney's All-Star Movie Resort because it is that lowest rate, or we could do Disney's All-Star Music Resort. I like both. I'm a huge music fan. So either one would really be good. So we're just gonna stick with the All-Star Movie Resort, okay? All right, if you've looked at any of the rooms that the Disney All-Star Movie Resort has, they are really nice. They have pictures of different movies and things like that on the actual walls, which is super cool. Right. So they have a save special offer, and more special offers. So we could also include one of these special offers, right? And we could put it in our mock booking that they could save up to 25% on rooms in early 2024 by booking with us. And that's how they would receive that discount. All right. So let's just click on that discount and see what we have, y'all. If you guys are new to mock bookings and you are kind of iffy on that aspect, mock bookings, again, y'all, they do not have to be complicated. They do not have to be hard. Okay, we're just getting this information and we're putting it out to the public. I will not add in the resort name. Sometimes I do. It just depends on what vendor I'm actually using. But for today, we're going to leave off the resort name and we're just going to say Disney Resort. Okay. Because I want anybody that sees this content to reach out to me for more information. All right. So we have our dates for March 4th to March 8th, 2 adults, 2 children. And I chose the Disney's All-Star Movie Resort. Okay. Right. And we have our preferred rooms. We have standard rooms. Right. So the preferred rooms is going to be 1 queen bed and 1 queen size table bed or a king bed. Right. And then your standard room, 1 king bed or 1 queen bed and 1 standard size table. So both of them sleep up to 4 adults. Right. So preferred room, let me see. They don't have any more rooms available. No, they don't. Okay, so we're just going to click on the preferred room. All right, this room is unavailable. All right, so 1 room, y'all, 170 a night. Offer details, and look, it does have that save up to 25% off on rooms. So they are receiving a discount, okay? Because look at the normal price of this room $213 a night. So they are receiving a pretty good discount. All right. We will also include that into our mock booking so that we can just put out, save up to 25% on rooms in early 2024. All right. So let's click select. All right. We can look at the pictures, guys, but I don't use any of the images from Disney. Like I said, Disney is very stern about their copyright, guys. So I'm just going to use Canva for that actual process of getting this information. All right. So we have March 4th to March 8th, right? And it's $682, right? We can click view offer details if you wanted more information about that. All right. So let's choose this ticket option. Okay. And y'all, if you are new to the Disney site, if you are looking at any kind of tickets to actually get in. All right, as you can see, theme park reservation requirements. The theme park reservations are required to enter a theme park through January 8th through beginning January 9th. The theme park reservations will no longer be required for date-based tickets, okay? For other admission types, theme park reservations may be required. I would still check and make sure that there is availability to the park because they do still limit the number of people that are allowed in the park. All right. All right. So we're going to select the number of days that we are going to go into Disney. All right. So we actually have, all right, a full week at Disney. So I'm going to do 3 days at Disney. Right. I don't recommend 2, guys, because Disney is so large. You are not really going to get to see everything that you're wanting to see. Okay. So we're just going to click it as 3 days in the park. Right. And I definitely want to include that park hopper option because, sometimes they might be in a park. They want to go to a different park. It's always best to have that included into it. All right, so it says important multi-day ticket details. This ticket provides admission to multiple theme parks per day. All right, so if I just had the base ticket, they're only allowed to go to one theme park per day. Having that park hopper option gives them that opening to, if they want to visit all 4 of the parks in one day, they have that option to do so. All right. So let's see, we have the park hopper option and let's click continue. And we're just going to pull this information and we're going to see what the deposit is going to be because it is a little far out. They will be able to put a deposit down and make payments on it up until probably about a month before their actual trip. Okay. I'm not going to add the memory maker. I could add the dining, but I'm just going to leave that off. All right. I will put that out that dining plan can be added. Okay. All right. So let me just get a little bit of this information. All right. And view important details. All right. This ticket provides admission to multiple parks. Okay. We know that. All right. So we're just going to copy this information right here. All right. And I'm going to put this onto a WordPad that I have already pulled up with some of the verbiage that I'm going to use today. Okay. All right, so we're just I'll show you guys, I might have to change the way that I'm sharing my screen so that you can also see uh, my notepad that I'm doing, okay? All right, let me do entire screen. All right, and let me click share. Okay. Let me know if you guys, can you see this little yellow pad that I'm using for to get this to hold my information. All right. I just want to make sure that oh God, you scared me. Thank you. No, that was my fault. I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, yeah, you did scare me. I jumped a little. All right, now back to Disney. All right, so we can do the dining plan. All right, if we wanted to see what it is, we can just add it and see. All right, we can select that dining plan, quick dining, Disney dining plan. All right, so the difference, it's a 2 quick service meals, no table service meals. Okay, and on the Disney dining plan, we have 1 table service meal, 1 quick service meal. Of course, we just might as well add the meal package to it. And and this is per day, per night. All right. So that would cover all of their food that they need. Right. Plus redeem your meals for special dining experiences, including the Disney character dining. All right, let's see. Subtotal. All right, with this plan. All right, so it does bring up the price a little bit more, but y'all, food at Disney can be really expensive, right? Especially if you have kids, they eat you out of house and home. So having that added is extremely beneficial. All right, so yeah, we did add that. All right, we're going to grab this information also. All right. And the commission, here's our commission breakdown for this, guys. All right. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me put this on here also. All right. Let's see. Okay. Paste that on there. All right. So what I did, y'all, before I come into the training, I went to Chat GPT and I put out a if you've used Chat GPT, you can put out questions or anything. So what I do, y'all, is I go on to Chat GPT and whatever I'm working on, if I'm working on an all inclusive or a family vacation, a couple's vacation, or Disney, all right, I'll go on to Chat GPT and I'll say, build me a sales post for a Disney vacation, all right, and it'll give me different verbiage that I can use. Sometimes, y'all, I might do it 2 or 3 different times to get the verbiage that I want, and then take from each of those comments, right? So that I'm not fully taking one post from ChatGPT. I'm building it together from these different posts, all right? All right, so let's see. We have the theme park tickets, 3-day park to park, valid any 3 days. All right, dining plan, Disney dining plan included. All right, enjoy the convenience and flexibility of prepaid meals and snacks at Walt Disney World resorts. Okay. All right, so there's our commission breakdown and that subtotal. All right, I am going to click continue because I want to see that deposit and see how much that is going to be, because I really want to put that out onto our package and say reserve this package with such and such deposit. Okay. All right, I just had to go back and make sure I have no questions. All right, here we go. All right, awesome. Nice, nice, nice. Look right here, guys. $200 deposit that is due today. Okay. And let me scroll down just to see. So they can add more of a deposit. So if you want to do like 10% of the total booking price, you can, all right? Which would be like $400, right? And also, if you believe someone is going to reach out to you for this, you can hold this for 3 days and it will cancel after that third day. Okay. I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to build this and put this out onto social media today. All right. So we have our total deposit at $200 and that total order price, right? Because it is a per person. I'm going to break this full price down by per person. Okay. So that it's not so much of a sticker shock. But I will also put out deposit due today of $200. All right. So that anybody that sees this, they see, oh, I can reserve this for what, $200? Are you kidding me? Right. And as long as they have it paid in full within about a month before their actual trip, they will be good to go. All right. So if you need any information while you're building your mock booking, you can always just get this right here. All right. So I actually could take off what I have, right? Um, Let me just check. Okay. And just making sure that it's got everything that I want on there. So just to get this information, I'm leaving off the resort, y'all. All right. So I'm just going to grab this information right here. All right. So I'm not going to leave 2 adults and 2 children. I'm just going to say a family of 4. All right. This booking is based off of a family of 4. Right. And guys, everybody does mock bookings differently. So definitely go into several different trainers' sessions and see how everybody kind of just does mock bookings. All right. You'll find that, you know, um, you'll get some information from one trainer, you'll get information from another trainer, and by the end of it, guys, you'll be good to go on your mock bookings. All right. So we have Monday, March 4th through Friday, March 8th. Right. And preferred room. All right. Let's do Disney Resort. All right. Preferred room, Disney Resort. Okay, let's do the 3-day park hopper option, valid any Disney dining plan included. All right, so let me go on to Canva, right? And I'll show you some of the flyers that I created. Um, let's see, I just did quite a few of them yesterday. I don't know where they are now, of course. Let's see. All right, let me go to my projects. All right, let me see, because I really, oh, here we go. All right. Travel to Disney, discover Disney, and vacation time. So it's only 3 or 4 flyers that I started creating. And I stopped because I wanted to show you kind of how easy it is to really just get this out on with Canva. All right. So we're building our Disney, y'all. I like to have that catchy flyer, but I also put together a really good post. I'm big on verbiage. I love to have a lot of information with the actual bookings. Mock bookings. Everybody is different, though. You might see somebody's mock booking and then you might have 2 or 3 sentences. All right. Everybody is different. Okay. So that's why I'm saying go into the different trainers that you see. All right, so let's go ahead and change some of these images just so I can show you how easy it is to kind of make these flyers your own. All right, you do have the option to have templates. So Canva has thousands upon thousands of templates that you can use. So get in there, play around with it, y'all. You really can't mess anything up inside of Canva. Right. The only thing with Canva is if you're utilizing that free version of Canva, right? If you see one of the templates and they have a like a crown on it, those are going to be for the pro version, right? I do recommend you guys get pro because it's so much easier. You can connect all of your social media platforms. You can connect your LinkedIn business page, your personal page, your Facebook business page, your Instagram, your Twitter, um, um, uh, Pinterest. There's so many pages that you can add to Canva, and you can send your content from Canva directly to your social media pages. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and change some of these pictures. Let's go on to photos. All right, and we'll type in Disney and see what they pull up. All right, so this is a beignet. We can put that right there. It's got a little Mickey Mouse. All right. And they don't really give you a lot of images when it comes to Disney or Disney World. Right. So we'll kind of just see what they give us and we'll just go from there. All right. If I don't find any images that I want to use, um, which they're not really giving me anything. Let's click on amusement park and see. All right, there, that works. Let's do this. All right, let's do this as the background. There we go. All right, and so y'all seen I just kind of hover it over, right? I just kind of hover it over the picture and it'll change any of those pictures for me. All right, so let me undo that. So if you're working on something, y'all, and you do something and you're like, oh my gosh, I just messed up, just click that undo button at the top and it'll undo anything that you don't want on there. All right, so what it was 25% off, so we can put 25% off right here. Right, and I'm going to take this image off. Maybe, let me see. All right, so they're just kind of amusement park pictures. There's not really a lot that pertains to Disney. I mean, I guess we could put these 2 lovely ladies right here that seem to be having a very good time eating cotton candy. And we'll just take this one off. Delete the frame, and there we go. All right, we can move that over just a little so that looks a little bit better. right? And of course, when you're doing any kind of content for your page, if you're using flyers, you want to make sure that you have your logo on there, your information, all right? Because y'all, sometimes, we work hard on our own content. And sometimes if we don't be vigilant about putting our own stuff on there, somebody will take it. All right. So that's why we do go ahead and put our brand on there, our information, right? So that I don't mind if you guys use my stuff. So if you're on my Facebook page and you see a flyer or something like that that you want to use, y'all just send me a message and I'll send you a link to the actual flyer so that you can edit the flyer and kind of just make it your own. All right. And anytime I do mock bookings, I try to share the information because I know time is of the essence, y'all, and everybody's schedule is completely different. And if I can help you just a little bit, even with just some content, I am 100% for that. Okay. So this is the little logo that I use, y'all. This is what I have on my business cards. This is what I have on my website. This is just me. My business is called Vacations with Brittany. And when I first started 2 years, almost 3 years ago, my very first logo was a starfish. So I kind of really want to keep that as far as my business. Right. So let me see if I can move this just a little and move this over. All right. Would you travel to Disney? And we'll just make that a little smaller. All right. Right, and there we go. Travel to Disney. All right. If I wanted to change the color on any of the text, you just click on the box that you want to change, right? And you can change any of the color that you want, right? If you don't like something, guys, all you have to do is just click it, delete it, all right? Click it, delete it, click it, delete it, all right? This is some of the other flyers that I created, all right? I will share these flyers with you. So if you want to use these, you have that option too, all right? The only thing that I ask you is that at the top of our Zoom, all right, we have file, all right, we have view settings. Okay, no, where's it at? I went through this last time, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna make a copy right here, all right? Just gonna make a copy of this. So if you are working on any of these flyers and you want that copy, just in case someone else gets that same link and they are utilizing that, if you're working on it, someone else is working on it, then they will be able to mess up your flyer. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collaboration link. Anyone with the link, no sign in is required. Right. So anyone with this link is going to be able to make a copy. All right. And edit this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out into the chat for you so that if you want to go ahead and start using those and getting those ready, you have that option too. Okay. So there's that link out onto our Zoom platform, y'all. You'll be able to get that done. All right. So, yep. I'm going to go back onto my original flyers and I'm going to exit off of, now I'm just going to leave it open because I'll share that into the chat. Okay. But I'm currently working on this original copy. So I didn't want you guys to get on there and, start playing around with it and, start making it your own while we're currently working on it right now. All right. So I'm going to put my information 517, if I can remember my phone number, 5782. All right. And I'm going to put my website right here. All right. A lot of us do utilize the website that Archer and Evolution provided for us. But once you've been with us for a long time, guys, you will realize that you want your own website. Okay. Because what can we do? We can market and brand our own business. And what better way of marketing and branding your own business than having your own website, right? So let me make that just a little bit smaller so we can get that there. All right. So book now up to 25% off. I like this flyer, y'all. All right. So I have to put my business name on there, right? So let me just make a copy of this right here. And I'm just going to put this at the top and I'm going to just change it. And I'm going to put my business name right there. Vacations with Brittany. Right. And let me edit. All right. And just move it over so it just looks a little bit better. Okay. All right. Maybe a little smaller too. All right. There we go. Vacations with Brittany. So that's one flyer, y'all. It doesn't really take a lot of time to do the flyers. When I have a little bit of time beforehand to actually come on to Canva and do a little bit of content, I do better. If I'm on the spot, if I would not have created these flyers beforehand, it would take me a little bit longer, right? But I kind of feel like when I'm on the spot, it might, your nerves kind of get to you, stuff like that. You're trying to hurry. So I try to spend a little bit of time before my trainings to get some of this content built so that, you guys can see that, it's definitely worth it. Okay. All right, vacation time. This one's nice also. I like that one, but I'm just going to stick with this top one. All right, and the reason I chose this one, y'all, is because it already has some of the verbiage. All right, all we have to do is change some of this information, and actually put that price on there. So we're going to go up to our top, y'all. All right. And we're going to just make sure that this flyer is exactly how I like it. All right. It's got my phone number, it's got my website. And if anybody goes to my website, it has literally everything that they need. Okay. It has my what is it, your quote request form. It has my affiliate links for Viator, golden tickets, our cruise links. And I am a certified faith-based travel specialist, so I do have a good bit of information about that faith-based travel on my website also. All right, but everybody's different. I say that a lot, y'all, because we are. All right, everybody is different. The way you're going to market, the way you advertise your business and get that out to the public is going to be different from what everybody else does. Okay. So let me just go back in. All right. Celebrate your magical moments with Disney vacation deals from Vacations with Brittany. It's time to create unforgettable memories. Okay. So we have this date, right? Disney Resort preferred room for a family of 4. All right, there we go. And includes dining plan. And y'all, I always include why they should book with me, right? And then it just has book now and save. Let's do 25% off because there was that discount, right? Right, Disneyland Resort, stay in the heart of magic with discounted rates on select Disneyland Resort hotels. Enjoy the magic hours. Contact Vacations with Brittany today. I'm going to share all of this verbiage with you also. All right, but what I'm going to do when I share it, y'all, is I will take out Vacations with Brittany. I will take out any of my contact information, and I'll also take off that hashtag. So you'll be able to use all of this verbiage. You'll just have to make sure to put in your business name, your contact information. Okay. So the only thing that I don't have yet, y'all, is that price. So let's go back onto Disney and let's get that price. Okay. It might have navigated away because, if you stay away for too long, Disney will log you out. All right. So I probably should have grabbed that pricing point first, but that's okay. It's right there. All right. So I'm going to divide that total price by 4, and we'll also add in that deposit. All right. So we have 4,342 and 23 cents divided by 4. All right. That's $1,000, $1,085.55 per person for that week stay. Okay. So I'm going to get my flyer thing right here. All right. And we're going to do the price right under book now and save 25%. Okay. All right. We're going to do reserve now with a low deposit. I forgot I had caps lock on. All right. $200. All right. And then we'll do total price per person. And that price was 1,000. If I could type today, y'all, I'm telling you. All right. $1,085.55. Total price per person, $1,085.55. Okay. We're going to move this down. And we're going to put it below this. Okay. paste, reserve now with a low deposit of $200, right? So y'all, that's kind of it, right? We have the information that they need. They're in that Disneyland resort. It shows the dates. I did not put that resort out there because I want them to reach out to me. All right, a 3-day ticket with park hopper option, valid any 3 days, Disney dining plan included. Okay, if we wanted to, we could take this off right here and we could cut that and we could just put it up at the top. So it's right in this information for Disney. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm shopping, I want that sticker price. I want to know how much I'm spending as soon as possible. So having that price at the top, all right, all they have to do is read just a couple of lines and it's right there, right? And then they can say, they can read why choose vacations with Brittany for your Disney adventure. And it gives them that explanation why they should book with me. All right. And at the very bottom, it's got contact vacations with Brittany today, ready to turn your Disney dreams into reality. All right. So I'm just going to copy this right here. All right. And I'm going to copy that, y'all. And let's go back onto Canva. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this flyer and then go to our social media. All right. Unless they let me just upload one flyer. All right. So let me see. I'm going to share on social. No, it's going to take all of them. So let me just download this. All right. Just the page 1 right here, just that first page. Right, I'm going to click done and I'm going to download this and then we'll go on to social media and we'll put this onto social media. All right, I'll show you how I get this onto our social media platforms and I will show you how I share it into the groups. Okay, so let me get my Facebook uploaded. All right, let me do Facebook. All right, I'm getting logged in. And so it's going to take me, y'all, I have no idea. Don't even judge, okay? That's not me, all right? So let me go to my business page, all right? I'm going to log in through my business page because I am posting on behalf of my business, all right? So when I share to the different groups, I will go back onto my personal page because I am connected through probably, oh my gosh, probably like 200 groups through my personal page, okay? So I'm going to go directly to my business page. And this is where I'm going to put this information. Okay. So I have this copied already to my clipboard. So I'm just going to paste that onto there. And I'm going to grab that image that I just saved from Canva. Add a photo.
What?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't want to scare you again. Before you post it, you have Disneyland in there and you're going Disney World. So I just want to make sure you have the right thing posted.
Yeah, thank you, because I did not even see that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's see. Disney Vacation, Disney Resort. Okay, let's see.
It was
Where
closer to
Yeah,
the
towards the
bottom.
bottom. I was gonna say the same thing.
it's closer to the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. Right there.
Yep. Yeah.
You passed a
Is
little
it
bit.
the other person from Florida?
Yep.
I grew up in Florida, so
There.
Right. I read that too, and I was about to stop her too. I was like, I gotta stop her.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're
absolutely.
doing that.
And yeah, thank you guys, because normally we need to read through our post several times before we actually get that out to the public. Y'all, if you've been in any of my trainings before, I am the queen of spelling mistakes and mess ups. I am not gonna lie. Nobody is perfect. So I thank you so much for pulling that to my attention.
There's one more right above it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, so Disney Resort. Awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. All right, let me just go through and make sure it's not in there again. Disney Magic, Dream Vacation. All right, I think that might be it. Yeah, thank you. I will actually make note of that on my notepad also, so that I'll take that off before I post that into the chats. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, I think that was all. Yes, thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. All right, Disney Vacation. Okay, so there's our post. I have our image up there, right? Travel to Disney. It's kind of a simple flyer, but it's not, right? It looks Pretty good. It doesn't say Disneyland. It says Disney. Thank goodness. All right. So we're just going to post this, y'all, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. And I'll also show you how I share it into the groups. With our business, guys, we need to be getting connected with, groups every single day. Even if you just do 5 groups today, 5 groups tomorrow, 5 groups the next day, and the next day, and the next day. All right. If you are constantly adding yourself to these groups, you will never be short of sharing your information. Okay. All right. So I love emojis too. I like being able to put emojis out onto social media. For me, it just kind of pulls in more than just having a bunch of words. Right. All right. So this is my website, my email. All right. And that's that actual post. Okay. So let me change over to, I still have this copied, but I'm just going to copy it just in case. All right, let's see. Oh, come on. All right, let me start from the bottom. That's sometimes the only way that I can get my computer to work is by doing it from the bottom and then going up. I'm going to copy this. All right, and I'm going to change back to my personal page and go back to my business page from my personal page. Hopefully it keeps me on my business page. Yes, thank goodness. All right. So on the bottom, everybody's device is different. So if you're doing it from your phone, it's going to be a lot easier. I know it is for me to share from my phone. And I also have the black background on Facebook because the white hurts my eyes so much. But it's going to look a little different for everybody. Okay. So once you click share, you have the option to share to the public, which is just going to share directly to your feed, and then share to your feed, share to your story, send in messenger, right? Share to a page, share to a group, and even share on that friend's timeline. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share it to my feed because I want this on my personal page. Okay. So let me just paste that information onto there. And when I copy and paste, y'all, sometimes it jumbles it all together. So I do spend a little bit of time just making sure that it's not all jumbled together. It's easy to read. All right. And that, I guess I'm going to leave that the way that it is because it's got those little emojis right there. All right. So just making it look a little bit better, y'all. All right. And I will copy and paste this again or copy this again because when I copy it from this section, it doesn't jumble it all together when I share it out again. Okay. So let me just copy this information again. And that way it's all set up the way that I want it. All right, copy this. Okay. And this is going to my personal page. All right. And I'll show you the different groups and the way that I share it. And when I share mock bookings, y'all, I'm sharing in a lot of groups. And I seriously mean a lot. Like today, I'll probably share in 20. Tomorrow, I'll probably share in 20 more. And if you're like running a promotion or something like that, make sure that if you are running a promotion, like if you go on to Vax and you see a promotion, all right, make sure you get that end date so that you can actually put that onto your mock booking also. Okay. All right. So let me share to a group. All right. I'm going to share to my group. All right. I'm going to do Gulf Coast buy, sell, trade. And I'm just going to paste this information. Right. And see, it done really good keeping it not jumbled together like that. Looks good. And we're just going to post that. So I'll do this in probably 20 groups today. I'll do 5 now, 5 in about 10-15 minutes. That way, I've noticed that if I try to share in, let's say, 20 groups at one time, if I'm sitting at my computer right now and I try to share in 20 groups, there's 5 of them that's not going to let it go live. I don't know if it's kind of spammy. I think that's what it is. It's kind of spammy, so they just won't accept it. So when I break it down by like 5 to 10 groups at a time, I don't get my post removed from the groups as much as if I do like 20 at one time. All right. So we're going to do share one more group. All right. We're going to do Craigslist in Baton Rouge. And we're just going to paste that. And there we go. All right. I'm definitely sharing to the groups, y'all, because you've seen on my page right here at the top, right? I have 700 followers, which is not really a lot, y'all. It's not a lot at all. So sharing it into the groups is going to get your content seen that much further. Some of the groups that we can get connected with onto our social media, Facebook, some of them have 50,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. There's a lot of people in some of our groups that you can share your content in, right? So getting getting yourself into those groups, that's going to be beneficial for you and for your business. Okay. And what I also recommend, guys, not a mock booking, right? You can create a flyer in Facebook that says, tells what you are. You're a travel agent, right? And you can get followers just by sharing your page into the different groups. So you could say something like, for up-to-date travel deals, share, like my page to stay up to date on those travel deals, right? That way you can get more people to your page. Okay. Y'all, I market and I advertise all the time, but I'm still only at 700 followers. It is definitely something you have to work on a little bit every single day, right? I know that a lot of us don't have a lot of time, but if you can put forth an hour, sometimes two, to your business every single day, that is going to be really beneficial for you. Okay. You're putting that time into your business. You're putting that time into marketing and advertising. Okay. All right. And with our social media, y'all, you can check the analytics and you can kind of see, like if I share this into 20 groups, right, I can see how many people clicked on my link and went to my website. I can see how many people shared. And also, if you are up to spending a little bit, I do boost my post onto social media. So about, like, let's say every 2 weeks, I'll spend probably $10, $15 on boosting my post. I do it on the weekends because a lot of us spend more time on social media on the weekends because, we're home, right? We're not at work, and in the evenings. So I start my boost on, let's say, Thursday or Friday, and I let it run through the weekend. So if you put a limit, so if you say you only want to spend $10, right? Facebook will actually take down your boost as soon as you spend that $10. Okay. So you won't have to worry about going over your budget or anything like that. But anytime I have boosted a post on Facebook, it automatically goes to Instagram also. So you're not only just boosting on Facebook, you're boosting on Instagram too. But I always get clients when I boost a post. Okay. So I know that, spending a little bit of extra money, it's not in everybody's vocabulary, it's not in everybody's wallet. But if you have the means to do so, I do recommend boosting a post like once a month or something like that. Okay. All right. But y'all, that's about it as far as the mock bookings. And when it comes to the mock bookings, guys, it's the same process for any of the vendors that we use. Okay. If you're building a full package in Vax, you're going to do the same process. You're going to put the information out to the public, right? You're going to have everything that's included, the dates, right? You don't have to put the dates if you don't want to, but with it being Disney, I really wanted to have those specific dates included. Okay. All right. And we have all of that information, book now and save, right? And definitely have your contact information and several ways for your clients to get in contact with you, right? So I have my phone number, my email, and also my website, right? So that, y'all, that is kind of about all that we have for our mock booking today, right? I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to go into our chat and see the questions that we have. All right. We have, yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you. I try to share as much as what I can. Let me stop the recording too. Okay. Give me 1 second.